Now it's going to come up to YouTube and show us that we are live.
Do we live stream only the worship on Friday night?
Right now, we do. We have done the Saturday morning. We will do the Saturday morning for B'nai Mitzvahs.
Okay.
So I just got a notification that Congregation Ahavat Hesed just went live on YouTube. And here we are. We're live on YouTube. So now that we're live, I go down here to share. And I pick up the link to the live stream. I've copied it. And now we're live, so I can close this because I'm not going to.
Wait. You went share, and which is at the bottom, and then what'd you do?
I clicked copy because it brings up where you can share it, or you can just copy the link. You want me to do it again?
Would you please? I see the share.
So you click share and it brings up, like, you can share it to all of your social media directly, like Facebook, Twitter. It'll come up with all of those icons.
Eventually. So you're sharing it with Facebook, or you don't have to share it back. I mean, it's already going to the people that are watching YouTube. Am I correct?
Right. It's already visible on YouTube.
So you just click on Facebook?
No, I click on copy. If I click on Facebook, it's going to share it to my Facebook page, not to the Temple's Facebook page.
And that is the Temple's Facebook page right there?
No, that's me. And
no,
actually,
that's Facebook, but I mean, this copies it where?
It copies it to my clipboard, just as if I copied text to paste it somewhere.
Okay, so it's copy, and then what do you do?
Copy. So the link is copied. I close this out because I don't need that anymore, and I go to Facebook.
Oh, so we're not done yet.
We are not done yet. I mean, we're right now running live. Everything that we're saying here is on YouTube right now, going out live. People are watching me smoke if they're watching our live link, whatever. There's nobody that's looking for us though. So here's my Facebook page. I'm an administrator of Congregation Ahavat Hesed. So it's coming up over here and saying your pages. So I click here, which takes me to our page, and I create a post. And I drop that post in. I'm not going to post this, but I paste that link in there.
Wait, hold on a minute. So this comes, you hit a key. I was writing something down. Okay.
Discard. Okay, so let me go back home.
And you go create post?
No, I go to Congregation Ahavat Hesed because when you log into Facebook, you're logging into your personal Facebook.
Okay.
So as an administrator of Congregation Ahavat Hesed, I have over here on the right my pages that I can affect, and this one I can affect. So I've clicked on it to bring it up. So now we're on the Congregation Ahavat Hesed business page.
And what do you do when you're there?
Create a post.
You create a post.
And then I go in and drop that link in there. I paste what I copied from YouTube. And you can see.
When you do, I think it's right click and then
paste.
you just hit paste and you're done.
And it will bring up a visual of that live stream.
Okay.
Right now, what you're seeing is my Zoom screen because that's what we're live streaming our session. But usually you'll pull up a congregant's face. Whoever was talking when I copied the link is whose face would be in there. Sometimes it's Jean's going. Sometimes
Not
it's me
often.
going.
More often.
Sometimes it's Susan Nadler telling us how Gary's doing. You know, somebody's mid talk, but it is that face in there that you see. Once that pops up, you can get rid of this. You don't need it anymore. It's embedded. So I usually just highlight it and type in, join us for Erev Shabbat worship via our live stream.
Okay.
And so then they see that, and if they click on the image there, then they'll go to the live stream. You have to have a Facebook page. Jean, do you have one?
I do,
Okay.
but I have to find out what it is to tell you.
Okay, yeah, I have to be able to find you both to make you administrators on this page, or you won't be able to do this piece. Okay, and so now now in order to be done with this, I would change the text. Please join us for Erev Shabbat worship via live stream. And then I usually say Shabbat Shalom. And then you go down here and you click post. The blue post bar at the bottom. And that posts it to Facebook. I'm going to click the X up here because we're not going to encourage anybody to watch our live training session.
That's not.
Well, it certainly seem, it's going to be going through it once or twice before we can make sure we're comfortable with it.
Okay, we're not done.
Oh,
So
forget
then we go to the website, templejacksonville.org, RJ Web Builder. Now we're logging into the website, the back end of the website.
Do we have to run a web builder?
Yes. And I've already got everything saved on my browser to be able to get into the web builder. And so it comes up for me. And once you save it to yours, it will stay there too. So I say log in.
Don't click off of this yet.
I've just clicked log in.
Okay, but you have to type in, if you haven't already, Temple Jacks.
Admin, and I'll have to cut and paste the password is so protected. It's just gobbledygook. It's a long string of gobbledygook, which is the most protected password you can have.
Okay, so, but you'll share that with us and it's the same password each time?
It won't change unless Paul changes it or Amy changes it or somebody changes it, and then we need to share it with whoever needs to know. For instance, we changed it. I had Paul go in and change it after Nykirk was done. That's the last time it was changed, and I had to update it in my saved stuff. But I mean, it's not something we'll change a lot because it's not something that's hackable. It's not discoverable. It's too long and it's too, it's not repetitive in any way. It's created by a password creator. So there's no real need to recreate it. So once you get into the website, this is what the builder looks like. And if you go down up here to Congregation Ahavat Hesed at the top,
right,
you can click visit site.
Okay.
Now Paul has changed this and added this right here. This is new. So I'm going to have to find the bar, which I would normally just ask him, but I'm not going to ask him since he's not here. But we have a bar or had a bar. I don't know if he's moved it now, like this, that you could activate and deactivate, and you can activate or deactivate any of this stuff. But I'm going to go to edit page.
Okay.
And then you scroll down to this Themify custom panel.
Wait a minute. To which panel?
Themify custom panel.
Okay.
And then you want to click the Themify Builder tab in that panel.
Okay.
Okay, and you see this button right here.
Yep.
This one is turned off. No, it's not. So. Because we've got two of them now. Before it was just in this one in here. I've actually got to do it from this button now. This button is turned off, this button is turned on. So to make this one visible, we've got to go to this dot, dot, dot here. And you can see the difference in what's live and what's not. This is more of a, oh no, I guess that's not it. I was going to say the color, but the color is based on what I'm highlighting.
Go down to visibility, see what happens.
To visibility.
No, go to the three dots on that one.
Oh, here.
No, the one.
The one above it. If you go to the visibility on there, it'll show them turned off.
Oh,
And
okay.
you have to turn all of these on.
Oh, I thought you wanted to make the one invisible. Okay.
No, we'll leave that one there because that's the one that they're reserving sanctuary meditation time with. And you wanted to leave this live stream button on. I told him that and put out a photo of the sanctuary so that they can always look at the live stream and see that nothing's happening, but see the sanctuary.
Right.
So when we're live streaming, I turn this button on and I edit it. And you see down here at the bottom is your YouTube link. So I would paste it in there. That's our new YouTube link. And I would click done. And then you scroll back up to the top right section under publish.
Okay.
And we're going to preview the changes because we're not going to update it because that will make it, will change what we changed. But if we preview it beforehand, we can see that nothing has happened. Why not?
In fact, your header is different now than it was a moment ago.
It is.
Yes, because that member login was not beside donate a minute ago.
Nope, it sure wasn't. We're going to go back and edit the page.
Looks like the font size changed. So it bumped it down.
I think Paul's working on it.
Yeah,
No,
that is a new link up there for the meditation reservation.
Right.
So what should happen is this button should become visible and be attached to that link. I'm going to turn it off. Oh, it didn't save it. Oh, I know why. I missed a step. Done. Save. You have to save at the top. I'm sorry. And then we can go up and preview it. And then we'll see what it does.
You know, this, no offense, and it's certainly not directed at you, this is awful complicated.
It's really not. So here we go.
It's too many steps is what I mean. Now, is that a permanent bar that you have in there?
This is, I mean, I just turned it on. It'll stay there forever and it can be turned off and on. It can be toggled off and on, but you said you wanted the button for the live stream to stay and just have a picture of the sanctuary. So I mentioned it to Paul that we needed to get a picture of the sanctuary and the ark. And put language in there that says next live stream, Erev Shabbat, whatever date and time, or next live stream, Shabbat morning worship, and the next date and time. So he said that's easily doable. So we're viewing this now. If I click on it, you see that it'll take me back to our live stream on YouTube. This is an old live stream. It didn't. Oh, you know, it didn't save my link either. So this is last week's live stream showing up because that's what we're linked to.
Okay.
But now let me go back and turn this button off.
Oh, now the button's going to disappear from that screen?
Yeah, until he's got the photo up to, you can just do hide all. until he's got that photo of the sanctuary up and the language working, I think we should just turn it off and go back to preview.
So I think that what you're saying is we have to copy and paste the connection to the live stream in more than one location. And between the time we copy and paste it, the two times, we have to copy and paste the password in there. So we have to have access to go back and get that one.
I didn't interpret it that way, Jean. I think what it means is you and I will have to probably go into the website first. And once we save it onto our desktop, you won't have to copy and paste it anymore. You'll just hit,
Right.
you know, delete.
It'll be saved there and it'll pop up like mine pre-filled.
Yeah, it'll be pre-filled. So you won't have to remember that, and you won't have to, you know, copy and paste that at all. The one thing it sounds like you have to do is you do have to copy that YouTube link and then post it first, you know, to the Facebook and then to the website, and then it's available.
And it doesn't matter which order you do that in. The idea is just to get it out there on both places so they can get to the live stream from either the webpage or their Facebook.
And that's probably a good reason to start, as you said, early by opening it up 30 minutes early so that you can make that copy and paste, and everybody can go to either their Facebook or their website and get on board 15 minutes or 10 minutes before it starts, right?
Right. So when I first started doing it, I was doing it earlier. Now it doesn't take me that long. So I more pop out of the room and give myself about 15 minutes to go live and post the links, because it really doesn't take me long to do it.
So this Friday night, tomorrow night, all three of us are going to be on?
So tomorrow night, I'm going to be on from the temple.
Okay. Now, do you want to have Amy on so that she can do it with you and you can coach her through?
And that could be very helpful, Amy, if you're there to kind of control it. And that will leave me free to place my laptop somewhere convenient, but be able to bounce between Mara and the kids and the sanctuary to make sure Cantor doesn't need anything.
Okay.
And then I can carry my phone with me. So if you're having an issue, you could, you know, just call me or text me and say, can you get to the computer? I need help or whatever. But Gene should be in the service. He's usually in service on Friday nights too. And
I let people in easily.
yeah, he lets people in. I'm usually the one that does the unmuting and the sharing. Just because I've got the cue sheet loaded up here and she sends me all of her stuff in advance and I just preload it all. If I'm sharing a PDF, I've got my PDF viewer open and I've already set it so that it's showing a page at a time. And if I have multiple ones to open, I do all of that in advance of the service so that I'm just kind of ready to roll with her program. But there is no sharing tomorrow night. It's really just whoever's lighting the candles and whoever's doing Kiddush and Motzi and David for announcements. And in the worst case scenario, we could drop off and not be there to do that. And Cantor will just say, we don't have any support right now. Can you please unmute yourself when she calls on them to do, you know, it's not going to fall apart if we're not there to mute and unmute people. She can verbally manage that.
So do you have the cue sheet for tomorrow already?
I don't. She may have been calling me about that just a minute ago, but when she gives it to me, I'll share it with you. And I don't even print it out. I just open it on my computer and refer to it. I usually, like I said, make myself a little cheat sheet, like unmute this one for candle lighting. And I'm so familiar now with the service that I know when we hit Misha Barak that the next thing is the sermon. And then I know after we finish, we go to Aleinu and then do the Mourner's Kaddish. And after that is when David Kaufman does announcements and then Kiddush and Motzi follow. So before I was writing everybody's names copiously everywhere. Now I just make a little cheat sheet, candles, you know. I don't really need to know the timing anymore because I'm familiar enough, and it just takes that exposure to become familiar enough. So, would y'all like to test your knowledge out?
Well, neither of us are administrators yet.
So I can give you the information to do that, or you can absorb this overnight and then tomorrow we can sit down and let y'all both take a run at going live.
I think that makes more, I have to find my Facebook names.
I'd like to have the login and password